What is up, everybody? Bigjuicyhog here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some more Vampire the Masquerade lore, specifically the Lasombra clan from the Sabbat. Without further ado, let's get into it. The Lasombra clan has fallen from grace, and its members enjoy it. Simultaneously graceful and predatory, the Lasombra guide, and when necessary whip, the Sabbat into an implacable force. Turning their backs upon the humans they once were, Lasombra give themselves wholly over to the dark majesty of the embrace. Murder, frenzy, predation, why fear these things, many Lasombra ask, if one is meant to be a vampire. In contrast to the Smise, though the Lasombra generally seek not to reject all things mortal, but to shape them for their own pleasure. The Lasombra have been involved with the church since its inception, and some kindred whisper that the clan was instrumental in the spread of the Christian faith. In modern nights, however, Lasombra have turned their backs on the divine institution. There are exceptions, of course, but for the most part, Clan Lasombra bears only contempt for the notion of salvation. In fact, the Lasombra brought many of the church's rites and rituals into the Sabbat sect, twisting them into mockeries of Christian doctrine. The Lasombra ordained many of the sect's Octoritas and Ignobilis Rite, so that the vampires of the Sabbat may never forget who and where they are. Lasombra are best known for their discipline of obtenebration, a means by which they call forth a tangible, living darkness, manipulating it at their whim. Clan doctrine holds that this darkness is in fact the stuff of the vampiric soul, which has been simultaneously strengthened and corrupted by the embrace. Through the curse of Cain, some Lasombra believe God has cast them out, and thus it is their duty to build a new order on earth via the Sabbat. More scientific Lasombra scoff at this superstition, but even they tend to believe that as vampires, they represent a new and more advanced breed of sentience, one unconcerned with petty human notions and ethics. Let the milksops of Clan Ventrue burn in the solar fires of martyrdom. The Lasombra are happy with what they are. Naturally, this villainous outlook is not universal among the clan, but many newly embraced Sabbat Lasombra take great glee in the wanton destruction and vulgar depravity that such a philosophy allows. In striking contrast, some elder Lasombra still maintain their ties to the church, though even they seem to consider themselves tools of the devil. The two groups do see eye to eye on one matter. Members of Clan Lasombra, as consummate manipulators themselves, adamantly refuse to submit to the antiquated whims of the antediluvians. They fight the jihad proudly, but unlike many kindred, they firmly believe they can win. The typical Lasombra possesses a gift for manipulation as well as keen leadership skills. Lasombra are the most common leaders of the Sabbat packs, and their motivational and Machiavellian natures make them ideal for orchestrating the movements of the sect. Unfortunately, pride goes hand in hand with this dark nobility, and very few Lasombra acknowledge other vampires as equal, let alone superior. The nickname of the Lasombra is the Keepers, as in my brother's keepers. The Sect, the Lasombra are the ruling clan of the Sabbat, as much as any clan can be said to rule the chaotic body. Few elder Lasombra hold membership in the Camarilla or the Ikanu, but such creatures lead lonely and perilous existences. The appearance of the Lasombra. Many Lasombra of elder generations hail from Spanish or Italian stock, and some still show their Moorish or Berber heritage. Lasombra neonates and ancillae, however, run the gamut of cultures and ethnicity. Almost all Lasombra are reasonably attractive with well-bred aristocratic features. Blue-collar Lasombra are rare, and one hardly sees the callous hands or broken noses of the working class among the keepers. Their haven. Many young Lasombra disdain private havens, sleeping with the pack and maintaining communal lairs for the good of the sect. Old habits died hard among the keepers, though certain elders maintain ancestral manses or other ostentatious havens. Background. Lasombra may come from any background, but are typically professionals, politically inclined, or well educated. Lasombra tend to be aggressive, both physically and socially, The clan has little interest in weaklings and does not hesitate to cull unworthy vampires from its ranks. Lasombra are universally skilled at social discourse and pulling the strings of others. Coarse manners are viewed poorly, and the Lasombra are refined monsters. Weaknesses. Lasombra vampires cast no reflections. They cannot be seen in mirrors, bodies of water, reflective windows, polished metals, photographs, and security cameras, etc. This curious anomaly even extends to the clothes they wear and the objects that they carry. Many kindred believe that the Lasombra have been cursed in this manner for their vanity. Additionally, due to their penchant for darkness, Lasombra take an extra level of damage from sunlight. Organization. Clan Lasombra's structure is simultaneously formal and open. Respect and homage are afforded to the elder warriors who helped found the Sabbat, but younger members operate with almost no guidance from the clan as an entity. Quarterly meetings, known as conventicles, serve to keep the Lasombra informed as to each other's status, and blood-drinking rituals are performed at these meetings. While no Lasombra is ever told, "You may not do that," at least not publicly, almost all keepers have a profound respect for tradition. A secret Lasombra coterie known as Les Amis Noirs is rumored to hand down death sentences on those keepers who bring undue shame, attention, or ignominy to the clan or its members. Bloodlines. Lasombra and Tribu are among the staunchest supporters of the Camarilla, though the sect largely distrusts them. Some of the eldest members of Clan Lasombra hold the Sabbat Lasombra in contempt. Naturally, the Sabbat Lasombra greatly fear these powerful kindred who oppose them, and nothing rallies rival Lasombra like the rumor of an Antribu in their midst. Quote, "Shadows. Ha! I wield darkness itself, not mere shadows. Tell me, could a shadow do this?" Anyways, that is going to be it today for our Lasombra lore. If you have any suggestions for future lore, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I will catch you in the next video.